I accidentally made Left 4 Dead 3 and I'm going to show you how it happened. FBI, open up! So I've been watching a lot of Ryan Cole recently and it inspired me to make a similar video. But the thing is, if I want to make a similar video, I would need a game that is fairly easy to make. So after bashing my head into the wall a few times for ideas, I ultimately decided to make a GoldenEye style game. But I'll be honest, I've never played GoldenEye. But after watching a few Call Jobs videos, I'm pretty much an expert. So basically you have a gun, you shoot the guards, and then you win. So I quickly started a new project, then I added a capsule for the player cause that's what Danny would do. I wanted to start with a player movement script since that should be fairly simple. Unity has an FPS template that contains a pre-made player movement script that I could use for this game. So naturally, I made one from scratch. And by that, I mean I watched this guy's tutorial. I also created these wall things just to make it easier for me to see things. And just like that, we have officially built, something. So right now, the game is pretty much a walking simulator. I wanted to add some enemies, but the problem is, me plus 3D modeling equals bad idea.
Hell no.
After searching online for some free models, I found something decent enough to use. I had to create his eyes though. How else would you cry at night? After adding this guy to the game, I quickly realized that he kinda looks like Ludwig. Honestly, I've never seen someone resemble a low poly character this much before. It's kind of astonishing. Now the guards from GoldenEye are mostly ranged characters, and I wanted this game to be slightly different. So in my game, the guards will be, get this, melee. I'm kind of a genius, I know, but you don't have to tell me, okay? I didn't want to waste time, so I immediately started working on Ludwig's AI. After relearning how the Unity nav mesh works, I tried working on Ludwig's pathfinding system. But for some reason, whenever I start the game, Ludwig just teleports to the edge of the map. Lud, you're kind of embarrassing me, bro. So after 20 minutes of trying to get Ludwig to stay on his feet when the game starts, I got frustrated, so I switched from Unity's URP to HDRP. Now this didn't fix the problem, but now the floor is shiny. So after a good night's sleep, my brain is braining again. I managed to fix the issue in about 5 minutes. Not a single bug was encountered. Trust me, bro. Now that everything is working exactly as intended, I went to Mixamo to find some animations for Ludwig. And there we go. We now have a running character that totally doesn't look weird. Now this is where the direction of the game drastically changed. While I was being chased by a group of Ludwigs, a certain sound keeps playing in my head. If you've played Left 4 Dead 2 before, I'm sure you know exactly what sound I'm referring to. I was now convinced that a Left 4 Dead style gameplay would fit better to what we're making. We do have some issues though. Unity's base nav mesh system is kinda trash. It's going to be really hard to imitate how the Horde moves in Left 4 Dead. So to make it easier for myself, I'll only make a survival game mode. If this video goes viral, I might consider doing a campaign, though that's very unlikely considering I only have 4 subscribers as of the moment. Now even if this game is heavily inspired by Left 4 Dead, I want it to have its own identity. So instead of having brain-dead zombies following us around, we now have a bunch of brain-dead Ludwigs trying to blow us up.
Nice.
I'm going to be speedrunning these next parts, so make sure you're paying attention, okay? Gun model, downloaded. Animation, done. Shooting mechanic, working. Blood, squirting. Death system, feels good. Ludwig, vibing. There you go, we now have a working shooting Ludwig mechanic, but it still needs a shooting sound effect. I decided to make one myself. And I'm glad to announce that it sounds really good in game.
What?
Let's try that again.
That's pretty good.
So right now, Ludwig doesn't really do anything. We need him to explode. And there you have it. Now it's starting to feel like a real game. Now this wouldn't be a real game without a HUD, so I made one. You might think this timer is really easy to make, but it took me about an hour to get it working exactly how I want. Now it's time to make a map. I tried using Unity's terrain editor, but apparently I suck. So I ended up making a bigger and more colorful version of our test map. It's pretty immaculate if you ask me. We need a spawn manager. I named it info_director. It works perfectly. I said it works perfectly. Now we're pretty much ready for game testing. So I made the best main menu gaming has ever seen. And yes, I'm calling the game Left for Ludwig. I also made 2 custom background music for the game, which you should start hearing for the rest of the video. So I kindly asked 2 of my friends to playtest the game for me. Apparently, you can just camp in the corner forever until you get tired of living. We are gonna have to make some adjustments. I'll also be speedrunning these parts, so I need you to pay attention or else I'll kiss your mom. I added the reload system. I snatched this model. I couldn't get her AI to work properly. I wanna kill myself. I made a sentry thing. I added an Alpha Ludwig. And just like that, we have a working demo. I think I made the game a little too hard, but if you wanna try it out, check the description.